What would you do if zombies attacked your home tonight? Now, that's a question you probably never thought you'd seriously consider, but here we are. The world is an unpredictable place, and while we might not be facing an imminent zombie apocalypse, the lessons we can learn from preparing for one are surprisingly applicable to real-world home security situations. Think about it. If your home can withstand a horde of the undead, it can definitely handle break-ins, intruders, and other more mundane threats. That's why we're diving into the fascinating topic of zombie-proofing your home, which also means beefing up your home security. We'll start by looking at how to reinforce your home's entry points, from doors and windows to chimneys. We'll explore the importance of installing a robust security system, complete with alarms, cameras, and motion-activated lights. We'll also discuss how to secure the perimeter of your property with fences, gates, and strategic landscaping. But our guide doesn't stop at the exterior of your house. We'll delve into interior security measures as well, like using safes for your valuables and locking interior doors when they're not in use. We'll even talk about the benefits of a neighborhood watch program and the potential of rainwater harvesting. Then, we'll shift gears to more zombie-specific strategies. We'll talk about strengthening your physical barriers against the undead, creating a safe room stocked with essential supplies, and fortifying your home's perimeter with trenches, obstacles, and even watchtowers. We'll also discuss sustainable living in the face of a zombie apocalypse, from storing non-perishable food and water supplies to having backup power sources. And let's not forget about defense tools and strategies, mobile defense options, and the art of camouflage and stealth. No need to panic. We've got you covered. Let's dive into the details. After all, whether you're facing a zombie horde or a more conventional threat, being prepared is half the battle. Home is where the heart is, and it's also where you want to feel the safest. When it comes to protecting your home, whether from break-ins or the living dead, you need to start by reinforcing your entry points. Solid core or metal doors, deadbolt locks, and strike plates are your first line of defense. Don't forget about windows either. Install locks and security film to make the glass shatter-resistant, and consider bullet-resistant glass for those high-risk areas. And because you never know where a threat might come from, don't overlook your chimney. A steel mesh on top will keep out unwanted smoke grenades and other devices. But securing your entry points is just the start. A comprehensive security system is also essential. This should include alarms with sensors on doors and windows, security cameras with motion detection and remote viewing capabilities, and motion-activated exterior lights. Remember, these systems need a reliable power source. A battery bank, solar panels, or a combination of both can keep them running when the power grid fails. Next up is securing the perimeter of your property. A tall, sturdy fence, locked gates, and trimmed landscaping can all help to deter intruders. Consider using light sticks instead of audible alarms to signal intruders, giving you the element of surprise. Inside your home, take extra measures to protect your valuables. Heavy, bolted-down safes are ideal. And don't forget to lock interior doors when they're not in use. Finally, don't underestimate the power of community. Engaging with your neighbors to create a neighborhood watch program can add an extra layer of security. After all, there's safety in numbers, even when those numbers include the undead. Now that we've got the basics covered, let's move on to some more specific measures. We'll dive into how to zombie-proof your home, because when it comes to home security, it's always better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. And remember, in a world where the undead could be lurking around any corner, every measure counts. Zombies may be fictional, but it doesn't hurt to be prepared, right? Let's talk about how to zombie-proof your home. First and foremost, strengthen your physical barriers. Board up your windows with sturdy plywood and reinforce your doors with metal plates. If you're feeling extra cautious, you might even want to consider bulletproof glass. And don't forget about barricades. Heavy furniture or custom-made blockades can be a lifesaver when it comes to keeping the undead out. Next, it's time to create a safe room. This should be a space with few windows and a solid door. Stock it with essentials like food, water, and medical kits. It's your last line of defense, so make it count. Remember, a fortress isn't just about keeping things out, it's about keeping you safe inside. That's where fortifying your perimeter comes in. Dig trenches and place obstacles like spiked barriers to slow down or deter zombies. Build elevated platforms or watchtowers for observation and defense. And consider using small periscopes to safely keep an eye on things outside. Your home is now a fortress, but you're going to need resources to survive for the long haul. That's where sustainable living comes in. Stock up on non-perishable food and water supplies to last you several weeks or even months. And make sure you have backup power sources like generators or solar panels. But what if the zombies breach your defenses? That's where your defense tools come in. Keep a variety of weapons on hand, both ranged like bows and firearms, and melee like baseball bats and machetes. And don't forget to create and practice evacuation plans and defensive strategies with your household. Well, your home is now a fortress, but what if you need to leave in a hurry? We'll cover that in our next segment. Stay tuned. Sometimes the best defense is a good escape plan. When all else fails and the horde is closing in, having a swift and reliable exit strategy is crucial. Let's talk about mobile defense. It's not just about having a car, it's about having a car that's ready to roll at a moment's notice. Keep your vehicle in top-notch condition, fueled up, and packed with a bug-out bag for each family member and room for other essential supplies. But what if the roads are overrun? That's where alternative transport comes into play. Bicycles are an excellent choice. They're silent, easy to maneuver, and don't rely on fuel. A bike can get you through tight spots where a car can't go, and the best part is they don't draw attention. Remember, the key is to stay mobile, stay silent, and stay safe. But what if you don't want the zombies to know where you are in the first place? Sometimes the best way to avoid a fight is not to be seen at all. In the world of the undead, a game of hide and seek can be a lifesaver. It's all about camouflage and stealth, blending into your surroundings so well that even the most relentless zombie can't find you. Think about it. If your home is hidden behind a veil of vegetation, you've got a natural shield. Hedges, trees, even tall grasses can make your house seem like just another part of the landscape. But don't stop at the exterior. Inside, use muted, earthy colors for your walls and furniture. Avoid shiny objects or anything that reflects light and could potentially catch a zombie's eye. And remember, silence is golden. Invest in soundproofing materials for your walls and floors to muffle any noise. If a zombie can't hear you, it can't find you. Remember, preparation is key. Stay safe, and may you never have to use these tips.